Hey, hey, Reb here. Rebecca. Just not Becky. Duh. I think you've got that by now. Don't call me Becky. Why? I'm not a Becky. Am I a Becky? A Becky is typically in my head, well, I don't want to offend anyone, but a little girlier, a little fancier, a little more diminutive and girly. We'll just say that. And I'm typically not that. My friends call me Reb. You can call me Reb. If you want to be more formal, you can call me Rebecca. Do what you want. Just don't call me call me Rebecca. Don't call me Becky. I'm tired. Anyway, Albert's here. Hello. Poppy's right over there. All right. So today I thought I would show you around the greenhouse at the university where I work. I work at the very nice liberal arts private university in town. And I work nights, so I get to spend a lot of time walking around. And of course, right away, I found the greenhouse on campus. And I explore that whenever I have time during my shift and make sure that the plants are safe and protected. And, no one's brawling with each other in there, getting into any trouble. And it's gorgeous. Now, right now, the students are on break, so there's not a lot happening. I really don't know what the greenhouse looks like at all times of the year because I haven't been there long at all. I've just started very recently. But right now, about half of the greenhouse is all very, very, very old plants that have obviously been there for years and years and years, especially this section of cacti, which I am dying to talk to whoever cares for that greenhouse because I want to know how old some of them are. They have to be, 60, 70, 80, 100 years old, and they are so grown together because they obviously haven't been moved in ages. They're close together on the table, and they are so intermingled. I don't even know how you'd get them apart, and it is amazing. It's magical. I stand there and I try to figure out where they're all going. It's so cool. So I thought I'd show you. I'm thinking that those plants have to be someone's personal collection. They just have to be. They're obviously not a botany class's project because they've been there way too long. They're just really, really cool. There's a rickrack cactus that is so old that the fronds, branches, leaves, whatever you would call them, are so long. They're the longest I've ever seen in my life. And that's one of my wish list plants that I do not have and I love. And I tried to track that one leaf, frond, branch, stem, and I had to try to crawl around, not through, because ouch. I couldn't film it for you because I couldn't get my camera through the maze of cacti. Anyway, and then there's a Cissus quadrilangaris, one of those that is so huge and long. It goes everywhere. It crawls on everything and through everything and down below everything. And I'll try to show that in the video too. It's super loud in there, so I'm just gonna put some music on, try to do a little voiceover here and there for you, but mostly I'm just gonna let you enjoy it. I'll also insert some pictures of plants that are scattered around the university that are also super old and enormous. So those two have to have been there for so many years, but they're gorgeous. I am blown away by the plant life on campus. It's one of my favorite things when I'm walking around. I am floored by the plants. I'm dying to talk to whoever cares for them. I left a note in the greenhouse, and I'll show a picture of that too. Just a kind of a silly little note to let them know that I stop in all the time and appreciate their plants. And that I'm dying to know the ID on the begonias that are in there. I've asked a couple times on Instagram and I can't figure it out. No one seems to know what they are. They're a hairy stem begonia that is not like any of the other hairy stem begonias I've seen, and that I am just complimenting them on the plants and telling them that it's my happy place on campus. So just to let them know that I am there and that it's amazing and that I'd love to talk to them someday. So hopefully at some point I'll meet them. I'd love to maybe do, an introduction on the channel too sometime, get a little more information, because I'm sure it's a botany professor and they would have some pretty amazing information. So yeah, I hope you like seeing the plants around campus and enjoy the show. Okay, so I meant to say in my intro that I didn't have my gimbal, so I apologize for the shakiness. I just had to hold this by hand, and I tried to go as slowly and smoothly as possible, but I know that in a couple spots I went a little quickly, so I apologize if I get a little motion sick, but I did my best. So I'll try to point out some of the things that I think are super cool, but I know I already missed a couple of the philodendrons that I thought were really cool. But yeah, sorry about that big jerk. I thought, oh, I'll show you an overview, but didn't realize just how fast that thing zooms. So back here, there's all of these wacky, weird things, and I think they're bromeliads, but I don't know. But the main reason I turned around were those cacti. There are a bunch of these that are just humongous. And then over there are these Sansevieria that are so tall, and I know some of them are a little floppy, but the video doesn't do it justice on just how tall they are. And there's a few spattered throughout campus that are even taller than those. And then check out the stem on this guy. It's like a PVC pipe, it's so thick. And the leaves are humongous too. And then that Ficus elastica, I don't know what variety it is, but it's kind of variegated, and I think it's supposed to be that way. I don't think it's just like chlorotic or something, but it's super pretty. And there's another super old like philodendron, and I don't even know which pot it came out of because it's kind of wonky. As you'll see, a lot of them. Like I said, these plants have been here for a long time, and obviously they need to be repotted, but it's a huge collection, and obviously they've just been sitting there in those same pots forever. So I'm trying to show you the size of these things. And I don't have a clue on IDs on tons of them, and I walk around and I wish they were labeled, but I'd love to meet the person who cares for this greenhouse and just go through and learn what everything is, because some of them are obvious, some of them I have good guesses on, but there's some I just don't have a clue. Look at that cute pitcher plant. The pitchers are humongous. That one still has a tag. I think that one's fairly new. Check out that monstera. The leaves are humongous. And there are all of these aloe in the greenhouse and then all over campus that are massive. That video does not do it justice. Check out that guy. And how about the size of this one? Crown of thorns, right? I've never seen one that big. Like down on the bottom there, you'll see a couple of little pots. Those aren't as small as they look. Those are like the normal size pots you see of this. But that one is massive. I just want to know the age of these plants. And you see what I mean about how long they have to have been sitting on these tables because they're so grown together. Wait until you see the cactus. And that's why I think it's someone's personal collection, and they have to be like pushed together like this because they need the rest of the greenhouse for classroom space. So I don't think it's just benign neglect that they're all pushed together and never moved. I think it's because it's someone's collection and they need to keep them off to the side. And there's all these different orchids, and I wonder what they are. I'm not an orchid person, but I'm really interested. Thought it was really cool how that one was growing out the hole at the bottom. And then here come those begonias that I want the ID on so bad. I've posted pictures of these in a bunch of different spots and no one knows. Oh, that corpse flower just got cut back in the last couple of days. It was humongous. It was probably 5 feet tall. So here are the hairy stems and the hairy leaves. And there's a whole bunch of them. And check out this. So they've been there a while. How long has that been growing there? I mean, they're as old as me. There's another one of those massive aloes. What is that? I want to know what that is. Another one of those. Look at that teeny tiny pot and that massive, massive palm. And they're all just, growing out of the ground. It's just gravel down there on a cement floor. And check out these staghorn fern mounts. They're humongous and they're so cool. And then there's the fern growing out of it too on the top. And another one. Alright, so we're getting to my amazing cacti table. And I really wish I could find that rickrack stem because it goes all the way through this side of this huge table, but it's buried and I couldn't find it without spending a whole ton of time. And like I said, I'm at work here and I just had a quick break, so I couldn't take the time to dig it out and follow it all the way through for you. But I bet it's 5 foot long, one rickrack cactus stem. And it's beautiful. It's not crusty looking. Look how grown together these things are. I mean, how many years does it take for all these cacti to grow together like this? Is that a penis cactus? Because it looks like my penis cactus. just looks a lot bigger. I can't tell you how much I want cuttings off of so many of these plants. Alright, so here's that Cissus quadrilangaris. Oh, I can't say it. That's one of those pet peeves for all of you. It's still going. It's still going. It's still going. And you're not going to see all of it either. It goes in every direction. Up, down, around. I want cuttings from this thing so bad. And it's got the little cissus leaves hanging off of it in different spots too. It's so cool. It's still going in there. Alright, and then this thing. Watch this one. Oh, it's still back there. Okay, so watch the stem of this huge cactus. There it goes. Here it comes. There it goes. Up, 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 up. Still going. And then it's over here. This is all the same cactus. Still going. Still going. How old do you think that thing is? And I did not show you the whole thing. Oh, there's some more of that Cissus quadrilangar. Oh, yep. You know what I'm saying. Cissus with 4 there. Oh, look, there's more. There's the rickrack. But that's not the long part of it. That's just one part of it. And that's it. Oh, wait. There's more. Check out this massive philodendron. I showed pictures of the aerial roots and the root system on my Instagram, and it's out of this world. So, there you have it. That's my happy place. All right. Whoa, the light's strobing. That's going to give me a seizure. Now, that would be something to see. Talk about plantertainment. The epileptic having a seizure. Can you see that? Every once in a while my grow light strobes. Okay, anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing the plant tour of the greenhouse on campus where I work. It's amazing. I hope you enjoyed. Nothing too fancy today, but we, Albert and I, and Poppy, hope you have a plantastic day. So, adios! Poppy, come on. Ready? Whoa. Bye.